Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. Well, we got the 2011 Razor 800 EFI. I would say these are 19mm or 3/4. I'm going with 19mm because I found what I needed. Now, I've done a video, I don't know, not sure if I'm putting that one out, but regardless, I'm trying to use the tools that I know I'm going to have with me to do this kind of stuff in case, like the belt very well may break while I'm riding this, and I'm going to need to be able to do all this. And my thing is, can I take that toolkit right there and do everything I need to do? So I got this 19mm 3/8 socket wrench in here, and I can fit that down through here, come up through there. Now let's make sure I have it going the right direction, which I do. I'm trying to loosen. So there's a bunch of hoses and things you got to watch out for down here, but got a 19mm here, which I'm loosening. So there we go. I should be able to pull this off. There is a bunch of electrical stuff here. It appears they did most of their stuff right here. I am going to definitely check all this stuff out, but there's fuses and relays and all kinds of stuff. And down here appears to be, I don't know if that's kind of the starter solenoid of some sort, probably is what it is. But there's a bracket here that's totally in my way, and you don't want to be touching anything that could have power going to it with a metal thing and then grounding it out to this. So be aware, there is a lot of stuff in here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this from that direction. Now, yet again, I would not normally use a crescent wrench in this situation, but because I'm making sure that the tools I have will work in a pinch if I'm on the side of a trail somewhere and I need to do this, I want to know that the tools I have are going to work. So that is why I'm using a crescent wrench right now, if it'll work. I'm going to get proper tools. I'm going to get proper tools that'll make this easier, which undoes that right there. So next thing is this air box thing that goes into here. Allows it to not get too bad. Boy, I tell you, this was not tightened up, it doesn't appear at all. Like it wasn't even snug. So, and I have noticed, I believe there's a missing bolt here, so I'm gonna have to figure all this out, see what didn't get taken care of last time this happened. Could be they opened that up to look at it and decided they didn't want to change the belt anymore, and that's when they sold it. Who knows? And we should be able to just pull that off. I got a 1/4 inch ratchet with a 1/4 inch. This is the long one. This did not come in my kit, but I actually put it in my kit a long time ago. And then the wobbly and the socket and the wrench all came in that kit. So hopefully my head doesn't get in your way here too much. A lot of junk in the way. And I'm just going to start popping those loose. Once again, rather than take forever. I know that will work. So now I got the long one, the shorter extension, the long extension, the wobbly, and then the socket. And hopefully that'll put me in an area where this will be more comfortable to get to. And it won't. I'm going to take the wobbly off. I don't know if I need the wobbly with a 1/4 inch ratchet at all, but yet again, I've watched other videos and that seems to be the consensus, but I don't know as I've seen any of them using a 1/4 inch ratchet, which really does make life easier a lot of times. 1/4 inch ratchet with a couple of long extensions. And we're there. After you quit dropping it, you probably can't see anything over me. So I'm actually going to put one back up in here just to kind of hold this up a little bit so it's not falling over. And this is the one that I think was missing. I'm pretty darn sure. So I want to see if this will actually go in to something, or if it's stripped out, or what, if there's a reason why this one didn't get put in other than the fact it's probably down there somewhere, because that seems fine. I'm going to just kind of snug that up and go for these ones on the bottom now. Hope I don't drop it. Alright. Nope, there it goes. Cha-ching. Alright. It appears there's 3 on this side, 1 in the middle here, 2 up top, and 1. So 3 over here on the towards the top, and then 1 down here, which I'm sure you can't see, down here, and then there's 1 right up the kind of this side, but in the middle, and that right straight down, but all the way back. This one, I may be taking off this extra extension here, just using the long one. Definitely glad I'll have this in the kit. This one I think I can actually get down here and actually pull by hand, which I was able to. I think I might be able to do it from this way easier as well for next time. There we go. I need to disconnect this one up here. Yeah, definitely get yourself a 1/4 inch socket wrench if you're going to be working on one of these. You can get to every one of these really easy that way. And then this should, in my theory, pull off, but it's difficult. We'll see. Here's usually you pull this up here and bring this up and back here. And then bring it towards me. That was not that hard. So bring it up like that, then tilt it sideways through here. Getting it on might be harder, but getting it off wasn't so bad at all. It's a 6mm, in case you want to know what this hose clamp is here. And I went ahead and took a bungee cord, which is also in the back of my rig here, put on there, and just strung it up to the bar up there just to kind of get that out of my way. And now we are going to go ahead and try and take this belt off as if we were in the field and needing to do it. Keep in mind, this is my very first time doing it, and I've seen people take these and squish them together, and when I saw it looked kind of good. In fact, I'm going to put a pair of gloves on. The one I like, you take it and yank on it. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, hopefully you saw enough of that. I just yanked as hard as I could on this and kind of pulled, and now I'm going to squeeze these together and pull some more, and then this should hopefully, in theory, come off of here. Alright, well, I tell you what, so far this has been much easier than I thought it was going to be based on videos I watched. Alright, and something I should have done and should have told you before I took this off, I should have marked this. I'm doing the arrow in right here. The reason I'm seeing that it goes that way, and I thought it actually went the other way at first, so I put driver here. But I'm going to go right side arrow that way. It's also going in the drive position, the way the belt will be rotating. So you want to mark this because you want to make sure this goes back on the same way. Although I will say, because this has been riding so poorly, I don't know if it really matters, but the reason why I'm pretty sure it goes this way, even though I'm not positive, is you can see where it's definitely was riding on the edge of that pulley over there, and kind of gouging it out. So now it's time to put the belt on here. We're going to put it around here, not killing it. And I got it marked for the direction it needs to go here. And I'm going to stick that down in there. And in theory, we should be able to run this on, but we'll see. Definitely, this is definitely the harder part to this. And I don't know if there's a trick to it. I wish there was a tool for this one, but there's not. And it seems like it is just a matter of putting it on here. I know if you take this off, it's easier, which we may end up going to. There we go. Oh, that was no fun at all. And then you want to go counter clockwise several times, it says. Make sure this is riding where it needs to ride. So I got this off Amazon. I couldn't quite tell if it said it was the right one or not, but I don't have one here to compare it to. So there's the gasket there. I'm just going to stick this in. I'm not going to put anything on it for now as far as gasket maker or anything like that. These are very much in the way here. So, in theory, this is definitely glued together right here, so hopefully this lasts for any time at all. I'm going to start right here. As it goes. I need to look at the case here. Let's put it on the case and see what happens with that. I'm assuming the flat side goes this direction, so this would go around here like that. And we'll see. Yeah. Put that around there. And there. And I don't know if it really matters. Where there's a flat side and a rounded side, I'm putting the flat side in for now. I have no idea. Yet again, I didn't have the original one to go by, so I'm just kind of assuming by how it kind of looked like it fit on that front cover there. I will be honest, I don't have my skid plate on down there, and it's going to be way easier for me to lift this thing up and do it from the bottom. You're going to have to fight it down on the bottom. I'm just not going to. I want to get this thing back on the road, so I'm going to do it the easy way. At some point, I may regret not trying to do it from here, but I'm getting tired of working on this thing, and I'm ready to ride it. Alright, well, that appears to have fit pretty well, so I will put a price, and if I can find the seller in the screen somewhere. So the part number, or at least the only number I see on this bag, is X0037H7R3R. and it's for the Polaris Razor 800 is what it says on there. So now I also did, once I got it all the way around, I went ahead and just kind of took my finger and squeezed it in there so it's nice and pretty well flush all the way around. And so we'll have to see if this gets it the rest of the way in here. Now, here goes the other part that seems to be difficult for people, but I didn't have as much problem pulling off, but the belt was harder to get on too. Alright, so there's that. There we go. Definitely go at an angle in there. So straight down, kind of at an angle, and then pivot it this way. That seems to do the trick. Definitely did not find it too difficult to get this on or off, which is nice. Definitely the hardest part was the belt. Now, either the seal is very too thick, or it just needs to be put into motion here. So I'm just going to get a couple of these started here. So there's all the top ones. Yet again, the bottom ones are going to be easier from underneath. I pulled them off from the top, so I know I can get them back on from the top. It's just a matter of getting it done now. So I'm going to go down underneath, finish buttoning these up down there, and then I'm going to tighten them in a sequence, kind of a star pattern, back and forth a little bit at a time to hopefully make this squeeze in onto that gasket. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Now get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.